and how the information can help you in easing your daily work of reporting and managing. To start with, the first information and one of the most information with all sales and operations guy is usually look for is of course the sales information. The SDR starts with the sales information. Now let me show you the SDR. This is the scheduled daily report which you receive on your email ID, and this is in PDF format. Now to start with, the first information what you see is the sales information. In your sales information, it shows you detail about your bills as well as your receipt. Now bill is basically your total sales done in your club, and receipt is the amount you have actually received for that sale. For example, now let's have a check in the billing details. First is purchases. Now as you can see, it is showing you purchases bifurcating the amount of purchases of depending on the services you're selling. The first is aerobics. So this is the sales you have done for the aerobics, followed by gym services, kickboxing services, and personal training. So out of all the purchases, you have collected total 12,198 for that particular day, which is you have sold for your basic products. Now along with the basic products, you have also collected an additional amount of 2391. Now this amount of additional which is shown out here, it can be your additional payment which you charge the client. For example, your registration fee, your admission fee, or freezing fee. These are summed up in additional payment. So finally you'll get a total amount of billing done, which is 20,019. When you plus your purchases and your additional payment amount, you get this figure of total billing done for that particular day, followed by a further bifurcation of the service tax amount collected in your club. It also shows the base amount of billing and the amount of service tax collected in your club that day. So it shows the total billing done amount and the total receipt collected amount here. So the first thing which it shows is what is the total billing. As you can see, total billing is for 20,019 and total receipts created on that day is 21,839. Out of the receipt created of 21,839, exactly below you have the payment wise bifurcation. Out of the 21,839 you have received, 17,906 you have received in cash and 3,933 you have received in credit card. Now when you see this, this makes your deposition of your cash next day in a minute. That means you have a cash amount collected of this much amount, and this will be your deposition of cash in the bank next day, followed by the credit card amount, which is 3,933. So your credit card settlement report should reflect a figure of 3,933, and the total receipts generated on that day, finally it shows you the bifurcation and the amount, which is 21,839. Along with that, it also shows how many checks were supposed to be deposited on that day. So this shows the amount of the check, and finally it shows the main amount of the check to be deposited on that day. So this particularly shows how many checks to be deposited with each check amount and the total amount to be check deposited on that day. So the sales information gives you the billing details, what are the bills for the day, and it also bifurcates the receipt details of the day. The receipt details what you see here, it also bifurcated in your executive level. For example, you have done a receipt collection of 21,839. So out of that, which of your employee have done that particular receipt, it shows that. Like for example, this particular employee have done a receipt collection of 800. The employee above, Wasim, as you can see, have done a receipt collection of 6,220. So this shows the total receipt created on that day and the amount bifurcation at each employee level. Exactly beside receipts, you have today's receipt. Exactly beside today's receipts, you have monthly receipts. So yesterday the amount which was collected was of 21,000, and the monthly which the club have totally collected in totality is 76,000, and this is the breakup of each and every employees which you can see above. This way you can easily manage your daily deposition, followed by you can keep a close check on who are your employees doing maximum collection in receipts. The next valid and one of the most important information this report shows is the missed renewals. I will scroll down further to show you the missed renewal part. Now there is a section known as missed renewals. Now this section shows the number of membership which got expired, or in other words renewals which were missed. So as you can see, there were total 6 renewals which were missed on that particular day, and it also gives an employee wise bifurcation. Like Wasim, one personal training client of Wasim, his membership got expired and the same was not renewed. Similarly, another client of Neha, she had three clients for boxing whose membership got expired and the same was not renewed. So it gives you an employee wise bifurcation, how many membership got expired, and it also gives you an idea of what exactly the service was for whom the membership got expired. Exactly below you have the membership renewal ratio also. Now this ratio gives you an overall idea of each and every product renewal ratio. Now as you can see, the first product is GymFlow. It is showing that only 3% of the total membership is renewed and 97% is not renewed. And the same is also given in numbers. 38 membership got renewed and 1 membership didn't got renewed. Similarly, the renewal ratio is shown for each and every product type here. Personal training, as you can see, the renewal ratio is 0%. Renewed is 0% and not renewed is 100%. There were total 19 membership of personal training which were expiring this month and none of them was renewed. This way you get to know what exactly are the renewal ratio for each and every product type in your club, and how many membership are getting renewed and how many are not getting renewed, and what exactly is the ratio of renewed versus not renewed, and that is done in each of your product type. Now product type is basically the number of services sold at your club. Now if your club only have gym membership as a product, then it will be of course only gym membership. But apart from gym membership, if you have any other services sold, of course it will give you a service wise bifurcation of each membership renewed versus not renewed. Moving on to the fourth information, which is inquiry information. Now this information is very important as far as your marketing is concerned. This inquiry information informs you how many walk-ins have been there, and each walk-in which have visited the gym, they have contacted the gym through which source. So let me take you to the report again. Inquiry information. Now as you can see, the first information which it shows is inquiry source. So as you can see, there were 5 inquiry that day. Out of the 5 inquiries received, 1 inquiry was through marketing source as SMS, 1 was through cable advertisement, 1 was passing by, and 2 was referral. So this way you can keep a track of which of your marketing tool is attracting maximum number of walk-ins towards your gym. Now this is for one day, and exactly below you have inquiry for the whole month. So in the whole month there were total 20 inquiries. Out of that, 5 was from newspaper ads, 4 was from SMS marketing, 2 was from banner, and remaining 1 from cable advertisement, flyer, passing by. So you can keep a track of which of your marketing source is working out the best for you. Next is inquiry type. Now out of all the 5 inquiries you received yesterday, only 2 was a walk-in inquiry, 1 was of course referral, 1 was phone inquiry. So you get to know on daily basis that how many inquiries you are receiving and what is the mode of contact the client is using while contacting you. Now from here you can figure out that how many walk-ins inquiry you received, how many phone inquiries you received, and you can easily figure out that you can easily know that which of your type is less used. Like for example, if you're receiving very low phone inquiry, you can make sure that the gym number is advertised more and more, so you can start receiving inquiries on phone as well. And exactly below inquiry type, today you have inquiry type for the month. So in the whole month you have received 20 inquiries. Out of that, maximum was walk-in 11, 5 was phone, and 1 was referral. So if you keep a daily track and you refer this report on daily basis, all your inquiry information will be there on your mind, and easily you can prepare your next marketing strategy based on this. Moving on to the 5th information is follow-up information. Now in the follow-up information, the follow-up information is basically divided into 2 parts. One is follow-ups done and follow-up missed. Now the first part shows the follow-ups done. Now in that day it shows how many follow-ups were done. So as you can see, there were total 10 follow-ups done. Out of the 10 follow-ups done, 6 follow-ups were done for the balance payment and 4 follow-up was done for inquiry. And also it gives you an employer's bifurcation that how many follow-ups were done by each of your employee. Like for example, Wasim did 3 follow-ups for balance payment, Nabil did 1 follow-up for inquiry, and similarly the other 2 employees and their follow-up details you can see there. Now this is the follow-up done for the day. Exactly below you will find how many follow-ups have been done till now in the whole month. So in the whole month they have done total follow-ups of 28. They have done 28 follow-ups, and each employee bifurcation is there. Like for example, out of the 28, 12 follow-up is done by Wasim, followed by Nabil, which he have done 1 follow-up, and admin have done 9 follow-ups. And it also give you a follow-up type bifurcation, like how many balance payment follow-up they have done, how many renewal follow-up have they done, how many inquiry follow-ups have they done. So this is the first aspect of the follow-ups, where you get to know how many follow-ups are they doing in the day. Now the second aspect of the same is missed follow-up. It shows you how many follow-ups they have missed. So the first thing is how many follow-ups they have missed on that particular day. So on that particular day they have missed total 8 follow-ups. Out of the 8 follow-ups they have missed, 2 follow-ups were for balance payment, 4 for inquiry, and 2 follow-ups were for renewal. And it also gives you an employee-wise bifurcation. Who are the employees who have missed the maximum number of follow-ups and what follow-ups have they actually missed. Like for example, follow-ups like inquiry, follow-ups like renewal are very important. They bring a direct collection to the club. These follow-ups are those follow-ups which are not to be missed. So you can keep a track of how many follow-ups they are missing and who are the employees actually who are missing these follow-ups. And also you can compare with the follow-ups done. So you know how many follow-ups they do in a day and exactly how many follow-ups they missed in a day. Based on this, you can easily chalk out the performance. Exactly below the missed follow-up type for the day, they have missed follow-up for the month. Now this shows how many follow-ups they have missed in the whole month. So as you can see, they have missed 24 follow-ups in the whole month, and you can see out of the 24 follow-ups, 4 follow-ups are for balance payment, some are for inquiry, some are for renewals, and it also shows as similar to the day follow-up missed, who are the employees who are missing the follow-ups. So from here you can easily track your employees, who are the ones who are missing the follow-ups and who are the ones who are doing the follow-ups. Moving on to the next part, which is the access information. Now, access information is for those clients who have an access control machine installed in the club. Now, if you have an access control machine for tracking your member attendance, for tracking the client's entry in the gym, then you automatically get to know about this. Now, access information, access denied information. Now, this section shows you how many clients were denied access to the gym. Like for example, they tried entering the gym, but they were denied the access. This shows you how many were denied access for that particular day, along with the reason. It shows you X number of people were denied and why were they denied. The common reason for denied can be membership can be suspended due to balance. Membership can be freezed. I mean, the client is entering the gym while his membership is freezed, or the client is inactive right now. His activation date is some other day and he's trying to come in the gym before his activation date. So these are the common reasons for which the access can be denied. Or in other words, a client who does not have an active membership was trying to enter the gym and he was denied entrance. So you get to know how many such pilferage entry were there in the club in that particular day and what was the reason for the denied. And exactly below you get to know how many access denied were there for the whole month, like how many people were denied access in the whole month. So from here you can easily get to know that how many people are trying to enter the gym in a wrong way, or you can say how many pilferage entries are happening in your gym. So if you have an access control machine set up in your club and you refer this report on daily basis, you can easily get to know how many pilferage entry are happening in your club. Moving on to the last information which you get on your daily report is live member analysis. Now, live member analysis means how many live members are there in your club currently. These are the number of clients who comes in your gym for workout. Their membership is live, active. Now, live member will not include those clients whose membership are freezed, whose membership are suspended, inactive. This will give you a figure of only those membership who are active and of those clients who are accessible to the gym, who can access the gym. So live member analysis shows you how many live members you have currently, the active members in other words. Now before we move on to the next part of question and answer, I would like to inform you that if you have been trained on Fitness Force software and using the software, you are entitled to get the Fitness Force certificates from us. If anybody in your club use Fitness Force software and you don't have a certificate for him, you can easily go on our website and click on the certificate link and we'll make sure that the certificates are delivered to you. If any attendees have any queries with any of the information in the SDR report, please post your queries on chat. If any attendees have any queries with any of the information showed in the SDR report, please post your queries on chat.